Hello, you know the feeling when someone makes jokingly a mean comment and you're totally upset about it. It might not be a huge deal for somebody else, but you got totally upset. Suddenly, you find yourself feeling off balance, off center, and you feel a bout of anxiety, guilt, or shame. Does this sound familiar to you? Well, it may mean that it triggered you. We all have emotional triggers. It can be challenging to identify what exactly those triggers are. But when we identify and understand them, it can help us heal and learn how to handle them better and respond in a better way. Hello everyone, my name is Akanksha. I help people revive their mind, raise vibration, carve a newer and better version of themselves, and live a life full of abundance and freedom. On this channel, we talk about shifting mindset, personal transformation, spirituality, science, and law of attraction. In today's episode, we are going to learn about emotional triggers. What are emotional triggers? They are those super reactive places inside you that become activated by somebody else's behavior or comments. So, an emotional trigger is anything, like it can include memories, experiences, or events that spark an intense emotional reaction, regardless of your current mood. When triggered, you may either withdraw emotionally or simply feel hurt or angry or react automatically in an aggressive way that probably you will regret later. So, for example, if you were afraid of clowns when you were a child, looking at a clown now can trigger an emotion of fear in you. It doesn't have to do anything with the person who's wearing the clown costume, but it brings some memories of your childhood and past experience. And we are more likely to blame the situation or the person if we don't understand why we react the way we do. For example, in this situation, you may say that the clown is creepy, but there is nothing creepy about the person in the clown costume, right? Or let's take another example. If your colleague says that you are not smart enough to apply for that great job, or your relative says that you're too old to get married now, and you get triggered, you get upset, you doubt yourself, you feel inferior. This is when that situation is triggering you. On the other hand, if you thought that is just that co-worker's opinion, or that is that just relatives limiting belief, and I know about myself, then you will not get angry or upset, or you will not feel unworthy. You will just acknowledge what they said and keep your calm and respond in a non-negative way, or just choose to ignore them. Your emotional triggers are the wounds or the unhealed parts inside of you that need to heal. Some emotional trigger reactions can be that you feel angry or frustrated or have super anxiety. Or it can be that you go out of your way to please people because you feel unworthy. Or you are unnecessarily rude or arrogant to people, or you are sarcastic. Another example is when you feel like a victim or and blame the situation or a person. It is important to identify the triggers so that you can handle them in a better way. So, for example, you grew up with a parent who was constantly angry, and whatever you did was not enough to earn his or her love, and you may have grown up feeling unworthy of receiving love. Also, you may react with anger when somebody says something that you don't like. Emotional triggers can be exhaustive and painful, and especially for highly sensitive and empathic people. To heal emotional triggers, you will have to compassionately examine and shift your responses. Become more aware of yourself. In your journal, identify your top 3 emotional triggers which cause you to be the most upset and throw you off balance. So, for example, someone criticizes you for your weight or appearance, or if you don't earn a certain income, or you feel unlovable and undeserving of a healthy relationship. Write this down to clarify the aspects of yourself that you need to heal. Then track the trigger's origin. You can remember what happened in your childhood or in your past and write down where these triggers originated. For example, did your parents say that you were too fat or unattractive? Did your teacher tell you that you didn't have what it takes to succeed in your school? Or were you neglected by your family? So you grew up thinking and feeling unlovable. Knowing where your triggers come from allows you to know yourself better and heal better. Most of the triggers are due to dysfunctional childhood or childhood trauma. In that case, seek help and do deep inner child healing if required. When you become more self-aware, you can pause before you react. When you become aware that okay, you are getting angry or frustrated, take a pause, take few deep breaths and then respond. Practice self-love consciously. Reprogram negative beliefs. Start with one trigger that has the least emotional charge and begin to compassionately reprogram it. Tell yourself this is not real, and then you can write an affirmation to counter that. So for example, if you feel unlovable, repeat, I am worthy of unconditional love. I love myself. And if you realize that there are some narcissistic or controlling people in your life or at your work, set healthy boundaries. If there are people who are manipulative around you in your life or in your work and they know what triggers you, then they know how to push your buttons, and that can throw you off balance, and then you are giving away your power to them. So just become aware of yourself and also of those people and take your power back by not responding the way that you respond when you are triggered, but responding in a calm, centered way. And it's okay to walk away from certain job or relationship if they're not working for you. Healing your triggers is liberating because you will not be thrown off or drained by people's inappropriate comments. They may be still annoying, but they don't have the power to zap you. The more you heal your emotional triggers, the more emotionally free you will be. That's all from me. Have a fantastic day ahead and take good care of yourself. Thank you.